The final challenge of Fire Emblem 4 is defeating Prince Julius and his 12 Deadlords, who are a bunch of resurrected undead warriors who are repeatedly referenced in later games despite being kind of lame in their first appearance, being little more than a small squad of goons that you roll over before taking on Julius. Normally, Prince Julius is nearly invulnerable to most attacks because his Loptus Tome halves all incoming damage, which combined with Nihil makes it very difficult to overcome his passive healing even when using legendary weapons, of which I am currently in short supply. Thus, the usual method to defeat this final boss is using the Naga Tome, which you can get by bringing Julia over to Voltomer Castle. There she obtains a legendary weapon which nullifies Loptus' damage reduction and gives her plus 20 to a bunch of stats. Here, I use Selev's considerable wealth to transfer gold to Julia to get all the best equipment possible for her and then bring her to the final confrontation. I start by having Julia summarily execute a helpless Ishtar in full view of Valhalla to assert dominance and then move to fight the Deadlords. I have Leaf perform hit and run attacks and have Julia sweep away most of them using the Nagatome on enemy things. Soon, 11 of the 12 Deadlords lie dead except for Deadlord Gallus, who is armed with a Hell Tome. At this point, I could just throw Julia at Julius and win immediately, but that would be too easy, so I don't do it. Instead, I decided to do a plan that has low probability of success, which is to cast Berserk on Deadlord Gallus to have him bring Julius' HP down to 1 with a Hell Tome. I move in to prepare for this and accidentally leave a low HP John in Julius' range, which results in her immediately getting nuked from orbit by a meteor, resulting in her immediate death. Now that I'm in range, I have Hawk use the last of his wife's money to repair the Berserk staff and use it to cast Berserk on Deadlord Gallus. Unfortunately, on the first turn that he is Berserk, Gallus doesn't actually attack Julius and just moves around the castle, which at the time was very confusing. But I just wait another turn and Gallus moves around, striking Julius with a 33% Hell Tome hit, dealing 70-90 damage and bringing him down to only 1 HP. Gallus is killed on the counterattack by a Wrath Loptus crit, but he will be remembered for his service. Julius responds by obliterating Dimna with a meteor, and my player phase begins. Now that Julius is only 1 HP, anyone can get the kill, since all successful hits deal at least 1 damage, so I decide to throw in a bunch of useless scrubs against him first. If they get lucky, they get to be the no-name heroes who save the day, but predictably, Tristan doesn't have a very good chance with a 9% hit rate, so he dies. Johan gets to try next with a 1% hit rate, but sadly, it doesn't work out either. So I give it one last try with Ahmed, who shows how mid he is by being evaporated by a Wrath Loftus crit. And at this point, I figure that this is enough fucking around, so I just have Leaf attack with the Brave Bow, and the real hero of Jugdro lands a finishing blow and kills Julius, causing a giant apparition of a dragon to emerge from Valhalla. Unfortunately, this is just a death animation and not a phase 2 transition, because this map hasn't going on long enough already. Loptus dies screaming in horrific agony, bringing about a new age of peace and prosperity for Jugdro for an unspecified number of years to come. With the Dark Lord defeated, Selef moves on Valhalla to seize the castle, completing Fire Emblem 4 Genealogy to Holy War in a way that I would not recommend that anyone try.